On December 11, 2014, I lost my boyfriend, soulmate, Maurice, to a motorcycle accident. I was always with him. That could have been me, but it wasn't my time. My God, when I tell you I went through it, and I did it by myself. Because not even my own mama was there to help pick me up. My mother, the only parent I knew growing up, because daddy was gone, locked up on drugs, wasn't there. She called me once the entire year to check on me. It has been the hardest obstacle thus far, but I'm doing it. During this year, I've been able to reflect on so many areas in my life. I've been able to find happiness within myself, through loving myself more than anyone ever could, which is the key to all of this, self-love. How can you wholeheartedly love another being if you don't fully love yourself? I realized I haven't really loved myself. I've been lying to myself. I've been forcing myself to conform because I was afraid of what society made me feel growing up. Because I never felt accepted by not even my loved ones. I used to get picked on all the time. I've been called the N-word too. I got picked on by both whites and blacks. I never fit in nowhere. I was always an outcast. Something was always wrong with me. Because I was never loved unconditionally, I was never able to love someone else the same. Not even my own children. And that's real. A lot of people don't know what unconditional love is to even be able to extend that out to their own children. And I can sit here and say, I was one of those people. After losing Maurice, I went through a spiritual awakening. I realized I can change the direction of all of this, but it will start with me first. So I picked up where I left off. Somewhere during my teen years, my evolution process was disturbed by the constant criticisms of my first two children's father. I'm hearing, why you always dress like a boy? You need to dress more feminine. And it just went on and on. Well, the scientific fact of the matter is we all obtain estrogen and testosterone. We are souls at the end of the day, and these bodies that depict gender are irrelevant. This is why hermaphrodites exist. We were meant to embrace both sexes. There's nothing wrong with it. It's only how it's viewed by others that make it seem wrong. Well, after some extensive research into my journey and finding myself, I come across the term gender fluid. Finally, a term to help understand my feelings. I've always had a physical attraction to females since I was a very young girl. I didn't know anyone to express how I was feeling to. I knew I was gay, but I feel like a boy sometimes. I don't like the use of titles, but I use it to help others understand, and I'll briefly describe what gender fluid is. It's when you don't identify with male or female. You embrace your masculine days, your feminine days, and even neutral days, like the one I'm having today. I got the makeup on, but I'm dressed like a boy, and I got on the boxes too. The one where people look at you and say, are they confused? Do she want to be a boy or a girl? Or is it a boy or a girl? Why does it matter? This brings me back to the whole concept of unconditional love. I've never allowed fashion to get in the way of love, but I did allow one's personality to restrict the way I would love them. It's a natural human instinct to want to guard and protect yourself. And many times when doing that, we don't realize we're pushing the other person away. When you love someone for who they truly are, their clothes are irrelevant. Their behavior and pet peeves will no longer bother you. You just love. You won't have room in your heart to worry about things that are within someone's power to change. It's up to them if they want to change those things or not. You cannot change others. That's not your job. It's not your job to judge, period. When you are truly ready to let go and are able to learn that you cannot control life, you will be able to love and live more freely. It's not easy to let things go because as humans, we want to control everything. And you gotta just let those things go and let them be. I spent almost 30 years trying to change my mama. I had to learn to love her for who she is. We don't have the best relationship because she's still the same. I'm just able to love her for exactly who she is, so I learned to stop expecting. Nobody owes you anything, not even your parents, because we have a multitude of choices. At the end of the day, your children grow up and live their own lives, and we have to continue to live ours till it's time to depart. We are all here to do a job, whether you found your calling or not. This world is difficult to live in, I'm sure we would all agree.
Yes.
Change begins within every single one of you. Life would be more pleasant here if others truly learned to love unconditionally. Stop being so bitter because Alicia's hair is straighter than yours. Stop being mad because Stan has a whole head full of hair at 50, but you began receding at 30. Who cares if you weigh 100 pounds or 550? Are you happy?
That's right.
We all express concern for loved ones, but the real question should be, are you happy? Nothing else should be a concern except the well-being of others. Sadly, that's not a concern these days. Who got them new changes? Right? Wrong. That's where we are all going so wrong. Don't shoot me though, I'm just the messenger. All I can do is guide you and hope that you're listening. It starts with you. That's how you do it. Love yourself first and love yourself so much that it will never matter if no one else ever loves you in life.
That's right.
Then take that self-love, manifest it, and extend it out to others like I'm doing here today. I want you all to hear me and listen closely. I love you from the bottom of my heart and the depths of my soul, for we are all connected, and love should never be restricted. If no one has told you they love you lately, I'm telling you today. And if you listen closely to your hearts, you will hear me tell you every day. For my love for you never dies. It is forever, eternal, and it only grows stronger in hopes for you to extend your love to the universe as well. I came here in peace today because I believe that if I can show others how to love without restriction, I can change the barriers that have been placed on the mental and brainwashing techniques used by society for thousands of years. I live my life seeing people for their souls, not gender, not race, nor any other physical factors. In the end, love is love, and it's the most powerful medicine that ever existed. I want to teach others the true meaning of love so that in return you can change some of the views that restrict you in your life. Most importantly, I want to show others how to love themselves more. Many of life's issues are caused by our own frame of thinking. Think outside the box. Let go and love yourself more. I hope I've helped someone here today. You can find me on all social media as Angie_Cha-Cha. I wish I would have been prepared to have some cards ready, but I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. I want to thank you all for having me. And I want you all to take 1 minute right now and close your eyes for me. Don't be afraid, ain't nobody gonna steal your purse, honey. Just close your eyes real quick, okay? I want y'all to close your eyes real quick. Go on, close your eyes. I see y'all opening up your eyes. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Listen to me when I'm telling you these words, and listen to them with your heart. I love you. I love every single one of you in this room. If you ever need me for anything, if you ever need anyone to talk to, I am here. Remember, I love you all. Thank you so much for having me, y'all. Stay safe.